What is up, everybody? Welcome to a Roblox tier list. And say what you want about Roblox. Roblox is still a pretty good game, They got some good games, great games, awesome games, bad games, And that's why I ranked them, and that's why I'm gonna rank them in a tier list. And I have about 72 games here. I don't know, I counted them. So, yeah, and before we start, I'm just gonna say, I haven't played every Roblox game. Like, I have most of the simulator games. They're not on this tier list because I don't really play simulators that much. And all the story games, like camping and stuff, yeah, I don't really play those. I only have like one story game in this tier list, so, yeah. So, don't get mad at me because I didn't put them in there, so. Yeah, first off, we are going to start off with Build a Boat Simulator. Now, this game is actually really fun. I think it's a game where you have to build the boat and you have to survive obstacles. The game, it's pretty fun. I like the game. It's fun when you play with friends, it gets pretty boring. I'm not a big fan of this game. I'm going to put it in B tier for now. It's a good game. Next up, we have Eviction Notice. Now, this one is a really pretty mad game. This game is very hard. Like, to be honest, I get super mad at this game. It's fun, but it gets kind of annoying. No, I like this game. It gets an A tier. Next up is Wizard Tycoon. I actually don't remember me putting this here, so I don't know. I think I played this once. And yeah, I guess I'll put it in C tier. That's fine. Adopt Me. Now this game... Oh crap, whoops. This game definitely is not bad. Like, I know people really hate this game. I just think it's very boring. It's just a very basic, boring role-playing game, and I'm just not into the game. I guess you can trade pets, but I'm not really into the whole trading pets thing. There's a lot of scammers in the game. Role-playing is boring, dude. Like, my least favorite kind of role-play games is, the role-play games where you adopt people, there's more of such, and there's role-playing names, you can edit your avatar. Those are like my least kind of favorite role-play games. Those are like outdated, dude. So yeah, I think I'm going to put this in the C tier. I don't hate it, but I don't really think it's bad. Alright, next up we have Ragdoll Simulator. Now this one's actually pretty fun. This is one of the few simulators I actually played and actually enjoyed, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. C tier it is. Next up is Escape the Minion obby. Now this one it was a very enjoyable obby. I like the cool obstacles. I hate minions, but it's pretty fun. So I guess it gets a B tier. I don't really have much obbies in this tier list because I don't really play obbies, but minions obbies pretty good. Next up we have, oh crap, whoops. Next up we have Phantom Forces. Now this game, I have very mixed feelings. I've played this game, I've raged at this game. There's a lot of sweats. The game is kind of clunky. It's a lot like Battlefield. It's a good game, but it's not the best, so I'm just gonna put it in B tier. It's a pretty good game, I guess. Next up we have Break-In. Now this one is actually a pretty decent game. Like, when I first played it, I thought it was okay, but now there's cool secrets and there's hard mode, and it's pretty good. And I'm pretty excited for Break-In 2 if they ever make it. So I'm probably gonna put this in the B tier, I guess. I don't know, I guess B tier sounds fine. Next up we have Car Crushers 2. This one I played once and it's kind of boring, but it's crushing cars is pretty fun, so I guess C tier. C tier it should go. Next up is Meep City, and oh my goodness, Meep City, the game that honestly I think that Meep City is an okay game. But the game, at its prime, 2016 Meep City was great. I used to play it a lot. I made a lot of friends, but now it's just a boring basic role-playing game, and that's why I really just not into it, dude. Like, just like Adopt Me, there's morphs, you can adopt people, and there's Avatar. I think what made Meep City so special back then was that it wasn't really trying to be like this roleplay game. It was just a game where you just chill out, hang out, and talk to cool people. It's kind of what it was for me, and it was pretty fun. And they also took the piano out of the pizza place, so I'm kind of mad. So I guess I'll give it just a right C tier. I guess that's good. Next up is Vibe Cafe. This game, honestly, I really like this game. I played it once, and it's a vibe cafe. That's all I can really say. There's just people that I have like really good conversations with people, and you kind of just sit down and just talk to people. There's some cool secrets in the game, and it's a good game. So I'm giving it A tier, to be honest. Yeah, it's an A tier. Next up is Island Royale. Island Royale was also another game I played. Not that much, but you know, it was fine, I guess. It's a great game. But you know, for being a ripoff of Island Royale, I mean that Fortnite, I'm gonna have to bump it down to a B tier. Honestly, I wasn't really into the game. I don't really like Fortnite, and that's why I really don't like this game. So yeah, sorry, Island Royale. Next up is Work at a Pizza Place. Now this is a great example of how to be a really good roleplay game. You know, it's fun. You make pizzas. You can be a manager. Talking to people is fun, and yeah. So I'm gonna give it an A tier. It's a really fun game. Zombie Attack. It was it's more like an advanced zombie rush, and I wasn't really into the game because I used to play Zombie Rush, and I never really got into this game because I used to play Zombie Rush, and I was like really high level, so I didn't want to like restart all my progress. And it's actually a good game, and I haven't played in a while, so I don't know if they made any updates, but A tier for sure. Next up is Strucid. Now this one, I really like this game. I remember when I played it when there was only like a couple people playing. It was actually really fun. I mean, unlike this one, like Island Royale, it's not a complete copy of Fortnite, more it takes inspiration. And I like the game. It was fun. The Battle Royale was kind of bland. It was really boring, but you know, it was so good. So yeah, A tier for sure. Mad City was it's literally Jailbreak but with superheroes. I mean, I haven't really played this game that much, but I guess it's alright. So I give it a E tier. No, I give it an A tier. It definitely gets an A tier. It's a pretty well made game. Arsenal. Arsenal is a game that I played a lot, and it's hard. Well, it's not that hard. It's literally just CS:GO and Call of Duty mixed into one. Except there are some really dumb weapons. Like there's a pizza slice weapon where you just throw pizza slices out of a box. So yeah, and it's a pretty fun game. It's probably the best Roblox FPS. I think it won Game of the Year at Bloxy Awards. Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, so yeah, good game. Restaurant Tycoon, I had this big giant Restaurant Tycoon, I had this really big giant Mexican restaurant there, and it was so good. And honestly, it's a really fun game. It's kind of limited, like there's only like 5 buildings in the game, but overall it was a really fun game, so I'm giving it an A tier. It was a great game. I love it. Underground War is a classic Roblox game, and I'm glad whoever brought it back, I don't remember his name, brought it back, because it's a really great game. It's so fun. You're literally just digging underground trying to get to someone. It's intense. It is very intense, and you know, say what you want, but it's getting an S tier for sure. An S tier. I played this game a lot. It's really fun. And Criminal vs. SWAT, baby. Now this is probably my all-time favorite Roblox game, just from how like crazy it is. It's simple. You're a criminal or SWAT. You fight SWAT. You fight criminal. There's a bunch of cool weapons. You just fight people, you shoot people, and yeah, it's just overall just a really great game. The maps are definitely a lot better, and the weapons are cooler. And one of my favorite things is if you have a grappling hook, what I do is I grapple onto flying jets and I just start like swinging and hanging. It's fun. It's really funny. So S tier for sure. S tier. Piggy. Piggy was Granny, but way better than Granny. To be honest, Granny only had like one map. I don't know, I haven't played it in a while, but from what I remember, it only had like one map. But this one has 12 maps, an overarching story. It was pretty fun. It was hard but fun, so I'm giving it a B tier. It's not my favorite Roblox game. It's not really A-worthy, but you know, it's pretty good. Next up is Restaurant Tycoon 2. And I didn't really play this game a lot because I already had a Mexican restaurant that was doing really good in the first one. But it's definitely an upgrade from Restaurant Tycoon 1. I don't know why they made a second one. They could have just like updated off of Restaurant Tycoon. So yeah, I guess I'll put it in the S tier. It's a really fun game. Alright, next up we have Elemental Battlegrounds. It's literally like just giant anime fight. You have an element, you choose an element, you just fight people. It's so fun. I played this a lot, and yeah, it's S tier for sure. For sure an S tier. S tier off the bat. Action. Action is a game that's, Action is a pretty fun game. I used to play this a lot. You're pretty much a movie director and you make a movie. You can be an actor, you can be a special effects guy. It's a pretty fun game. I mean I haven't played it in a while. I don't know if they had like new sets and stuff, but you know, it's fun. And you can even watch people's movies when you're done, which is really cool, and I like it. It's not a So yeah, I'm giving it an A tier for sure an A tier. Alright, Vibe Cafe. I don't know why I have two Vibe Cafes, so I guess I'm giving this one an A tier too. Roblox High School was a classic. I mean, it's pretty old and outdated, but it was still pretty good. I liked it, so I guess I'll give it a C tier. I mean, I'd say Roblox in high school is better, but like, you know, whatever. So yeah, C tier. Normal Elevator, fun fact, was the first Roblox game I ever played, and to be honest, it's a really enjoyable game. I haven't played it in a while though, but I heard it's pretty much the same, and honestly, I think it gets an S. You know, I don't know. I think I'll just put it in the S tier. It's a really fun game. Whatever. Knife Simulator is literally murder mystery or assassins, but like a big giant map, and you throw stuff at people from long distances. It's fun. S tier for sure. Survive and Kill the Killers of Area 51 is another classic. I freaking love this game. I played the game in my playing Roblox video, remember that game? But I really love this game, you know? It's a fun game. You can literally raid Area 51. You can be one of the monsters in the game. It's fun. Honestly, it gets an S tier. It's for sure a really amazing game. Next up we have Paradise Life. Is a very outdated game. Like, no wait, this is Island Life. Yeah, whatever. Paradise Life, Island Life. This is a very outdated role-playing game. It's the most basic role-playing game. It's boring, so yeah, D tier. It's getting a D tier. It sucks, dude. Like, I don't like it. I mean, I guess admin commands are cool, but like, who cares? Alright. Theme Park Tycoon 2. This one, it's literally making a theme park. It's a fun game. You know, I like it. I guess I'll give it an S tier. Wait, you know, I don't really like it that much, so I'm just gonna give it an A tier. Whatever, it's fine. Murder Mystery 2. Murder Mystery 2 is another classic Roblox game. I mean, it gets kind of boring after a couple rounds, but you know, it's alright. So I guess I'll give it a B tier. I don't know, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the game, but you know, I guess I'll give it a B tier. It's not my favorite, but you know, it's whatever. Pet Simulator, what is this? Yeah, this is Pet Simulator. Pet Simulator is kind of boring. I mean, I don't really like simulators. I really don't like simulators. Like, they're just boring. They're a big time waster. And each time, there's always going to be a new simulator. So everyone just gets even more boring. So I'm going to put it... Where should I put it? You know, I'm just going to put it in the E tier. Like, I'm sorry, Pet Simulator. I don't like pets. Blox Hunt is literally prop hunt, but it's blocks. It's Roblox. So yeah, A tier for sure. For sure an A tier. Next up is Sky Wars, and it's a fun game. I don't really play it that much. I mean, it's a fun game. You know, honestly, I give it a B tier. It's not. It's fun. Honestly, it's not the best, but it's still fun. Clone Tycoon 2 was a really enjoyable game. I've got kind of bored of it, and I haven't played it in a while either, so I don't know if they updated at all. I guess I'll give it a C tier. No, actually, I'll give it a B tier. It's fun. It's good. It's good. It's a good game. I like it. It's fine. Imposter is literally Among Us, but in 3D. Honestly, the gameplay is kind of boring. I mean, it's alright. You know, I'll give it a C tier. It's an alright game. I prefer Among Us. Actually, Among Us is kind of... I'm kind of tired of Among Us, to be honest. Like, everything's always Among Us now. I'm getting really bored of Among Us. Next up is the Roblox football game. I forgot what the game was called, but this game was freaking awesome, dude. Like, yeah, it was kind of clunky, but it was still a really great game. Honestly, no, I'm gonna give it an S tier. I'm gonna be nice and give it an S tier. Like, for real, I'm giving it an S tier. I don't care what you say, it's an S tier for sure. Next up is Robloxy in high school. Now, this is literally Roblox high school, but you know, it's more cleaner and updated, and you know, it's a modern version of Roblox high school. But you know, what makes it better is that you can literally make really dumb characters. Like, you can make really stupid avatars, and it's kind of funny. So yeah, B tier for sure. Kickoff is a really boring game. This game sucks. I don't really like this game that much, so F tier for Kickoff. Next up, we have Broken Bones. Now, I played this a lot, and it's a pretty fun game. To be honest, I really like this game. You're literally just breaking bones, and it's kind of satisfying seeing bones getting broken. So I'm giving this an A tier. Next up is Flee the Facility. Now, this is another classic that I really like, and it's fun, it's timeless, and yeah, it's a fun game. You know, I'm gonna give it an S tier. It's a really fun game. I mean, the only problem I have is that they should add more maps, and yeah, that's what they should do. So yeah, S tier for sure. Next up, we have Prison Royale. Now, this was like the first Battle Royale. From what I saw, this is like the first actual Battle Royale game on Roblox, and it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring, not gonna lie, but it's still really fun. And honestly, I'm giving it a B tier. It's better than Island Royale in my opinion, to be honest. Next up is Prison Life. In Prison Life, I used to play this game a lot. It was really fun. So yeah, I'm giving this an A tier for sure. You know, actually no, it's a bit outdated. I'll give you that. But the gameplay, the gun stuff is really fun. Like, to be honest, like, you know, it's just a fun game overall. I mean, it's probably not the best prison game in my opinion, but you know, it's an enjoyable game. I like it a lot, and yeah, so I'm definitely gonna put this in here. No, I'm putting in the B tier. Yeah. No, I'm putting in the A tier. No, I like this game. I just really like this game. Next up is Breaking Point. Now, Breaking Point was a very okay game. It was pretty fun. I like Breaking Point. It was a fine game. So I'm gonna put this in the A tier as well. Definitely A tier. Hole in the Wall is also a game that I used to play a lot. It's a classic, to be honest. I used to make a lot of friends here because every time someone would fail or lose, I just say good job. And it was like on every team. And there's a lot of rivalry in this game, you know. There's people smack talking and everything, dude. It's a fun game. It's kind of gets boring, but you know, I like the game a lot. B tier for sure. Definitely a B tier. Runker 51. Now this is Area 51, but it's definitely a lot more like advanced in terms of, you know, like technology. I mean, it's not like Area 51, but you know, it's a lot fun. I mean, unlike Area 51, you're just killing killers. This one, you're literally jumping over mines and trying to get in and shoot people. It's just fun. It gets a B tier. I like the game a lot. And also, Ruben Sim's a pretty funny YouTuber. I like Ruben Sim. Next up, we have Apocalypse Rising. This one, this one was definitely a really fun game. I played this game a lot, and it's pretty fun. The only problem is that this game kind of died, and then they made a second one, and you had to pay Robux, and now it was like really laggy. But like the old one was actually pretty decent, so I think I'm gonna give this a tier. No, you know what? No. I'll put it in the S tier too. Honestly, I like the game. It's a very enjoyable game, to be honest. Okay, next up we have Royale High, and all right, I'm gonna say it. This game freaking slaps, dude. I'm gonna put this in the S tier. This game is a really fun roleplay game. Like, okay, yeah, I guess it appeals to the little girls who like playing princess or whatever, but it's still a really well-made game. Like, to be honest, I really like the game. It's actually a pretty decent role-playing game that I think kind of gets overlooked from just being a princess game. And it's also just funny seeing all the 7-year-old girls on their iPads just talking smack. It's funny. So yeah, S tier for sure. Next up is Freeze Tag. Now this one is literally freeze tag. I mean, it's kind of trash, dude, to be honest. Like, if you want to play freeze tag, then you play freeze tag outside. So D tier for sure. It's a boring game to break. It's a very boring game, to be honest. Like, it's really boring. I don't really like it. Next up is Shark Bite, and it's Jaws, but you have to survive a shark on a boat. It's fun, except the only annoying part is when they literally bite your ship off, and like your ship literally despawns. It's annoying. So I'm gonna give it a B tier. It's a fun game. I'm not a big fan of the game, but I still like the game a lot. Next up is Row Citizens, and you know, I'm gonna say this. I think that Row Citizens is better than Bloxburg in terms of role-playing wise, because Bloxburg is a really boring game to role-play in. I mean, yeah, you can build a house, but like, there's nothing else you can do. Like, the jobs are very boring, and they're really boring. This game is fun to roleplay, and the jobs are a lot funner. Like, you can literally rob a bank in this game. It's that fun. So I'm gonna put this in the A tier. No, B tier. Stay in the B tier, to be honest. It's not the best Roblox game, but it's still fun. Assassins is murder mystery, but you're all the murderer and you have to throw a knife at someone. It's so fun. I love this game. And yeah, S tier for sure, S tier. Next up is Pizza Factory, and Pizza Factory is boring. It's literally work at a pizza place, but there's nothing fun about it, so C tier. Next up is Vehicle Simulator. Now, in Vehicle Simulator, I played it once, and it's just you driving fast cars. And that's really it. I guess it's a fine game. It's okay. Next up is Redwood Prison. Now, this one was definitely very controversial. People hated this game when it came out, but you know, now it's okay. It's good. I mean, it's definitely a lot more advanced. It's like an advanced prison life. So yeah, I'm giving it an A tier. Next up is Flood Escape 2. Now this is another classic that, you know, I played a lot, and it's pretty fun. I like the game a lot, so I mean, honestly, it's alright. To be honest, I'm just gonna give it a B tier. It's a pretty good game. Next up is The Streets. Now this is a game where a bunch of rogue gangsters shoot each other and beat each other with baseball bats. It's fun. It gets an A tier. It's really fun. It's just fun. Next up is Zombie Rush. Now this one, I was like really high level, and it was. I mean, it got boring, but you know, it's a bit clunky. But I still really like this game, and I'm very nostalgic of this game. It's fun. So yeah, I'm giving it a B tier. Next up is Epic Minigames. Now this game is pretty epic. You know, Epic Minigames. You just do a bunch of minigames, and you know, it's pretty good. It's a classic. It's a classic Roblox game, and to be honest, it gets an A tier. Nope, man. Yeah, I guess an A tier. I don't know. It's a pretty good game. Next up is Speedrun 4. Now this one is you're just jumping over blocks, and it's pretty fun. And speedrunning in this game is fun too. And yeah, that's literally what the game was meant for, just running. It's good. A tier. No, you know, I'm giving an S tier. It's fun. I adopt and raise a cute baby sucked. To be honest, it's another really outdated game. It gets an E tier for sure, an E tier. I don't really like this game, so yeah, it's getting an A tier. Pick a side as Would You Rather, but instead of just Would You Rather, you have to fight and show them that your opinion is better, and I really respect that. That's cool. So I'm giving it a B tier. Next up is Bee Swarm Simulator, and honestly, it's actually a decent game. Like, I mean, it's a decent like role-playing game. I mean, it's a decent like simulator, and it's one of the good simulators. One of the simulators actually like pretty good, so I'm giving it a B for B. B tier for B sim. Next up is Bloxburg, and like I said, I think Row Citizens is better in terms of role playing, but you know, you can still build houses in this game, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. Next up is Lumberjack Tycoon, and I didn't really add that many tycoons because I can barely remember, but Lumberjack Tycoon's pretty good, so yeah, B tier for sure. Hide and Seek, the game. Remember this game? Yeah, it's a classic. It's another classic Roblox game, but the game is very outdated, and they haven't added any maps since like forever, dude. Like, I've not seen a single other map. Like, honestly, they need to add more maps. If they added more maps, I could put it higher, but this gets a C tier. I mean, it's a fun game, but I already know like every good hiding spot, every map, so it's whatever. Next up is Natural Disaster Survival. This is a really fun game. I like it, so I'm giving it a B tier. Alright, next up we have Outlaster or Survivor. Now, this is one of the few games that made me really mad, like super mad at Roblox. And it's a for fun game. The only problem I have is if you're a noob in the game, I mean, if you like look like a noob, if you're not like dressed nice looking, and if you're not a girl, then you're probably gonna get voted out you're probably gonna be the first person to get voted out. So yeah, I'm giving this also a B tier for sure. You know what? No, I'll give it an A tier. I like this game. Next up is Jailbreak, and this game, I kind of stopped playing this game. I mean, it's a fun game, but I think what made me stop playing is how much new updates and everything in this game that you really can't keep up with this game, man. Like, to be honest, like if you just want to play this game casually, try to get every vehicle in this game, it's gonna be hard. You know, it's gonna be very hard, but you know, I still like the game, and I used to play this game a lot back in 2017. So yeah, it gets an A tier for sure. Tower of Hell is an obby that makes people mad. And say what you want about this game, it's still a fun game. So it gets an S tier for sure. I like the game a lot. So yeah, that's my tier list. If you like the tier list, then good for you. And if you don't like the tier list, then okay, fine. Be like that then. So yeah.